Hello, everyone. In a small, secluded village nestled at the edge of a dense forest, there lived a brilliant scientist named Aylmer. He was known far and wide for his extraordinary intellect and insatiable curiosity. Aylmer's mind was a labyrinth of ideas, always seeking to unravel the mysteries of the natural world. Yet there was one enigma that consumed him entirely: the crimson birthmark on the cheek of his wife, Georgiana. The birthmark was a flaw in Aylmer's eyes, an imperfection that marred the otherwise exquisite beauty of his beloved wife. It resembled a tiny handprint, delicate and vivid against her porcelain skin. Though the world saw it as a mere quirk of nature, Aylmer perceived it as a blemish that tainted his happiness. His scientific obsession led him to believe that he could erase this imperfection and perfect the masterpiece that was Georgiana. Aylmer spent countless hours in his laboratory, surrounded by glass vials, bubbling liquids, and the incessant hum of machinery. He was determined to find a solution to remove the birthmark and grant Georgiana the perfection he believed she deserved. One day, after months of tireless experimentation, he discovered a potion that promised to erase the mark forever. As Aylmer presented his findings to Georgiana, a mixture of excitement and trepidation filled the air. She too shared his passion for knowledge and trusted his scientific prowess. Despite a hint of anxiety, Georgiana agreed to undergo the experimental procedure. Little did she know that this decision would set into motion a series of events that would challenge the very fabric of their love. In the depths of the laboratory, surrounded by the ethereal glow of strange concoctions, Aylmer prepared the potion. The elixir, though potent, came with a foreboding warning. The removal of the birthmark would come at a great cost. Aylmer, blinded by his obsession, paid little heed to the ominous implications. The procedure began, and Georgiana lay on an operating table, surrounded by the sterile ambiance of the laboratory. Aylmer administered the potion, and a visible transformation unfolded. The birthmark, once vivid on her cheek, began to fade, as if absorbed by the mystical elixir. Georgiana's complexion became flawlessly radiant, and Aylmer reveled in the success of his experiment. However, the triumph was short-lived. As Georgiana awoke from the procedure, a shadow of melancholy darkened her eyes. The joy of newfound perfection was overshadowed by an inexplicable sense of loss. The birthmark, once a part of her identity, was gone, but its absence left an emptiness that neither of them anticipated. As days passed, Georgiana's discontent grew. She felt as though a vital aspect of herself had been erased along with the birthmark. Aylmer, blinded by his scientific achievement, failed to comprehend the emotional toll his experiment had taken on his wife. The more she withdrew into herself, the more Aylmer became obsessed with rectifying the emotional void he had unwittingly created. In an attempt to salvage his relationship with Georgiana, Aylmer concocted another potion. This time it was meant to uplift her spirits and dispel the lingering sorrow. However, the effects were unexpected. Georgiana's mood improved, but an eerie glow emanated from her, hinting at a profound transformation beyond the physical realm. Aylmer's insatiable desire for perfection and control had unleashed forces beyond his comprehension. Georgiana, now attuned to a mysterious energy, began to exhibit supernatural abilities. Flowers blossomed at her touch, and she seemed to possess an otherworldly connection with the natural world. As Aylmer witnessed the unintended consequences of his experiments, fear and remorse gripped his heart. The line between science and the supernatural blurred, and he realized the irreversible nature of tampering with the natural order. The pursuit of perfection had led to the creation of something beyond his control. In a desperate attempt to undo the havoc he had wrought, Aylmer devoted himself to finding a solution. He delved into ancient texts, consulted with mystics, and conducted experiments to reverse the supernatural changes in Georgiana. However, the more he sought a remedy, the more elusive it became. As Georgiana's powers intensified, the village became wary of the strange occurrences surrounding her. Rumors spread like wildfire, and fear cast its dark shadow over the once peaceful community. Aylmer, torn between love and regret, faced the daunting task of saving not only his wife, but also the village from the consequences of his scientific recklessness. In a climactic moment, as the village teetered on the brink of chaos, Aylmer confronted Georgiana. He pleaded for forgiveness and confessed his arrogance in playing with the forces of nature. Georgiana, though transformed, understood the depth of her husband's remorse. In a poignant moment of acceptance, she forgave him, realizing that the pursuit of perfection had cost them both dearly. In a selfless act of love, Georgiana chose to sacrifice her supernatural abilities, allowing Aylmer to create a potion that would return her to a semblance of normalcy. As the elixir took effect, the village witnessed a final, radiant burst of energy, and the once supernatural occurrences ceased. The forest reclaimed its serenity, and the village began to heal from the scars of fear and uncertainty. Aylmer, humbled by the consequences of his actions, learned a profound lesson about the delicate balance between science and nature. The birthmark, once perceived as a flaw, became a poignant reminder that imperfections are an inherent part of the human experience. In the end, it was the acceptance of those imperfections that brought healing and redemption to Aylmer and Georgiana's love as they embraced the beauty of life in all its flawed glory. Thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more tutorial videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.